What's cracking, peeps? T-Money up in the heezy. Happy Tuesday evening. Hope everybody's doing well today. I have to say I am super stoked. One more day of work and then I have a 4-day weekend. A much needed 4-day weekend. We've been like super busy producing that special sauce like 10 hours a day for the last month or so. So I'm pretty burnt. I'm ready for a nice break where I can be completely useless, watch a bunch of movies, eat a bunch of food, and just chillax. So I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Hope you guys get to enjoy some special time with your loved ones, your family, and watch some good flicks and whatnot. I'm certainly stoked to do that. Because I get through these movies at night after a long day of work. I'll put them in, and I'm lucky if I make it past 20 minutes into the film, past the menu screen, and I'm out cold. So I'm just looking forward to doing some movie watching over the Thanksgiving break and catching up on all this goodness that I've been buying. So I guess we'll start things off tonight. I had showed you guys the The Wonderful Worlds of Rey Harryhausen box set that Indicator / Powerhouse Films had put out. I think in early October, or a couple months back now. That was 1955 through 1959, I think. And there's a new set that's been released, which I have. I've grabbed both of them, but so this is Volume 1. 55 through 60, and then they just released Volume 2, which is 61 through 64. And so, since I've already talked about this, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to talk about this, which I got in the mail yesterday. It's a beautiful set, limited to 6,000. It includes 3 films: The Mysterious Island, Jason and the Argonauts, and First Men in the Moon. The only film I'm really familiar with and I love in this box set is Jason and the Argonauts. Growing up as a kid, Jason and the Argonauts and Seven Voyages of Sinbad were always on VHS in my parents' bedroom, and I would sit on the foot of their bed and just let my imagination run wild while I watched. I especially love the stop motion animation, the skeletons and the Cyclops in Seventh Voyage, and I just love that shit, man. So this will be particularly special to watch in high def all these years later. So I'm really, really stoked for this. So it's numbers 51, 52, and 53 for their Indicator spines. You got a 70 to 80 page booklet discussing these years in particular, 61 through 64. And then each film, I think, is a limited dual format edition, so you get Blu-ray DVD, and then you get it's chock full of special features. You can see on the back here, it just lists like most of them. I just keep scrolling down, and there's just so many. So I don't know if you guys want to take a still of that or whatever. Check it out in your own time. But I really recommend these, and I would say if you're interested, jump on it. As you can see here, I got number 4,860 out of 6,000. And so, I mean, if it's only a 6,000 print run, which it is, then you got to get on this fast because they're already up to the 5. I mean, assuming that they sold them kind of in chronological order. Maybe they didn't, but I'm sure a lot of them had been sold. So if that is the case, especially, they're running low. So I would get on that. And so I got that, and then I got 3 packages today. Got out of work, stopped by the UPS store, and my routine kind of lately has been, I've been thinking a lot about like my channel and the content and what I'm going to do, how can I make it different, and I just like need to just forget all that, because what interests me most is watching people talk about is collection updates, collection overviews, and movie reviews. So like learning about films is what I appreciate the most. You can do all the Tuesday shopping at Walmart you want, and like, you know, but I like hearing about things, so I want to do what I like. So I guess what I'm saying going forward is that I'm going to continue to give you guys the collection updates and occasional reviews and unboxings, just because I'm always keen, or I always want to know what the next thing that's coming out, if it's a film I'm going to be interested in. I guess in a sense that's what those shopping videos can be. But I'm just all about learning about new things, and people talking about releases that are coming out, potentially of a film I haven't heard of, therefore I grab it and it's a new film I love in my collection. I mean, that's the best. That's what it's all about to me. So if I can turn anybody on to some movies that they've never heard of before, kind of going on a side tangent here, I apologize. I'm all for that. Let me grab a swig of this seltzer water, and then I'll get into the rest of this little update. It's not much. I have 4 films here. Two of them are from Amazon Germany, and one of them's from Amazon US, and one of them's from Twilight Time. So, from Twilight Time, I finally grabbed Ombre. Now, I've heard this is an excellent Western film. I've been kind of like wanting to buy it for a while now, but because Twilight Time is so expensive, as is everything else that I purchase on the regular, I just didn't really. It was kind of like I wanted it, but I didn't need it type thing. But I did need it, so I waited. Twilight Time, or is it? Yeah, Twilight Time does like price bracket sales. I think SAE does as well, but where they'll take like certain chunks of films and either sell them for $9.99, $14.95, and so on and so forth. But those are like the two cheapest price bracket and medium. So I finally pulled the trigger. I think this was either $9.99 or $14.99. I know it's a semi-significant difference, but it was low enough for me rather than paying like 30 plus shipping, which is the cost of these films when they first come out. To get it for that, I pulled the trigger because I think it is running low. I can't remember if there's like less than 300 left. Could be less than that, and I'd been hearing that for a while now, so I wanted to grab it before it goes extinct because from everything I've read about this film, it's pretty excellent. So I'm excited to check it out. Ombre, limited to 3,000 units. Next up, I got a new one from Criterion Collection, and I was kind of bumming because I pre-ordered this like months ago, and if I had just waited and thought it out and realized that this film was going to be a November release, therefore I could get it for 50% off at Barnes & Noble or directly through Criterion, I think, through the sale, semi-annual sale or whatever it is that they have, I would have done that because I ended up paying like top price for this, which is stupid considering I could have gotten it for 50% off. But it sounds like a really fun film. It takes place in the Dark Ages, I guess, and there's a dragon that like haunts this town. This beggar or some dude comes to town and becomes the hero, that sort of thing. So very Dungeons and Dragony maybe, or like I just like this kind of stuff. As a kid, I loved anything knights in shining armor, castles, dragons, any kind of like folklore like that. I ate that up. So Jabberwocky Baby sounds really good. Criterion release, and it's from 1977. It's in color, and this is here the director approved Blu-ray special edition. So if this interests you, the theme that I briefly discussed there, I would pick it up now or catch it on the next sale where it's going to be 50% off at Barnes & Noble or whatever. So don't make the same mistake that I did. All right, guys, last up, I've got two packages. So I got a shout out. I think it's Horror Fan Man who told me about one film, and then somebody told me about the other. And I'm drawing a blank. It might have been Extra the Mutilator. It's either, I think these were the two guys, or maybe it was, forgive me if it was just you, Horror Fan Man, but whatever. So I grabbed Lightblast, which is a Code Red release in the States that has been long out of print. And somebody was talking about this, either one of those two guys I just mentioned, I think. So I went right on Amazon Germany and I swooped it up because I really want to see this film. I haven't seen it, starring Eric Estrada, Lightblast. It's in German, the back, so I can't read you a synopsis, but this is a limited edition DVD, number 108 out of 333. And I'm assuming because it's a, X-cess Entertainment, which is a pretty big hardbox, excuse me, release from Germany, it's going to be probably just as good, if not better than the standard out-of-print Code Red DVD that came out a while ago. So, really excited to check this film out. Does have English subtitles. I hope. Yeah, it does. It's in English, Dutch, and Italian, so cool. Really, really cool. Not German, and it's German. Well, what am I talking about? I'm a Dutch. Duh. So anyway, yes. Really happy to have this, and I think it is PAL Region 2, so you do need a Region 2 DVD player. And then last up, I grabbed this. I think this definitely was on Horror Fan Man's channel. Watch I be wrong, but so I really like this film, Knucklebones. I'm not a Horror Pack subscriber, and the reason why I'm not is because I'm such an avid buyer of film that I already own most of the stuff that company tends to put out. So really, I would only be buying it for the one exclusive release and paying $20 for that a month. I mean, I guess maybe I could sell the rest and whatever, make my money back, but it's just, I'm not going to go there. So I opted not to grab, I don't have the horror pack, so I never did grab the Blu-ray of this. I opted not to grab it on eBay. And I bought the DVD, and I really liked it. So when I heard either Horror Fan Man or Extra talking about this release, I immediately went on Amazon Germany. I think it's Amazon DE, but Germany, or Dutch. Oh, God, and I grabbed it. So, really nice. I mean, I'm not going to open it right now, but it's a Shock Entertainment release. I'm not really familiar with them, but this is 1,000, limited to 1,000, and I don't see my number anywhere on here. It just says the 1,000 stock. So I just have to trust that that's it. It may be in here. Let me just pop this open while I'm doing it. I might as well. Screw it. So it's kind of got that hard book texture, which I love. It's stuck to me. Really nice. So you've got your DVD right here. And then you've got your booklet, which is really nice, like photographic pages, like that shiny photograph feel or whatever. I forget what I'm missing. It's a cool still right there. But just looking to see what it's limited to. And then you got there's the Blu-ray in the back. A nice photo of Knucklebones. I really like this movie too. I thought it was a fun slasher film from 2017, I think. This year or last year, whatever. It was really, really fun. I really like the practical effects. I like the look of the killer, Knucklebones, as he is featured in his glory all over this sexy beast of a media book. So yeah, I had to grab this. And I'm glad that my Blu-ray was this and not from the horror pack exclusive, just because this is nicer. So yeah, so I grabbed it. Yes, sirree. Alright guys, so that's my update. I'm gonna go now, finish eating my dinner and watch a movie and pass out. So again, if I don't see you until after Thanksgiving, take care. Have a good one with your fams, and I'll catch y'all very soon. Peace.